Hey, this is Noah. This is going to be just a video talking about some of the stuff that we might see at E3. It's very simple. Lord knows everyone and their brother has done it, so here we are. I'm going to split this into three categories. What I expect at E3 for Nintendo, E3 in general, and throwing into a separate category discussion about what will inevitably be a character revealed at Nintendo's E3 for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'm going to start with the smallest category on the list, in general, what might see it there, and I'm going to voice the opinion of Drew here, who's catatonic right now. A new Tony Hawk game may happen, a new Time Splitters game, although I believe there was also a thing from, what's the company that does that?
Free Radical?
No, the other one.
Eidos?
No, the other one. It's the one that published the Metro games.
Oh, Deep Silver.
Yeah, I think they confirmed that Time Splitters won't be at E3, and a bunch of other franchises they're involved in.
Yeah, like Metro, Saints Row.
Yeah, they're all like, no, it's not happening.
Way to, just break our heart immediately.
Well, I guess it's better to break your heart than literally let you spend an entire week thinking it's going to happen. Stuff that might happen at the Microsoft conferences. I'd like to see more of that Scorn game. It looks disgusting. Me, Drew, and I think Bryant all collectively agreed that Halo Infinite will probably get delayed again. I don't think that's actually, set in stone. I know nothing about Halo. It's just funny to say it. If a game gets delayed, that is more opportunity for it to be better. But that doesn't necessarily mean it will be Cyberpunk 2077. Anyway, I saw some news that Arc System Works may be making another one of their fighting games in this vein of the 3D anime art style. But it'll be My Hero Academia.
Range.
And Chaz will shoot me for it. But my disappointment is immeasurable. My day is ruined. Not really. So regarding Nintendo's E3, I am under the solemn belief that regarding some of the big hitter things like The Legend of Zelda and Metroid, that statistically we will not get information about all of these. But I'm simply presenting these in a list as if to say, you know what, I'm going to throw all of these at the wall. And some of these are guaranteed to stick. My predictions are less based on actual prediction and just information that I have heard in news articles and such.
I'd like a Red Dead 1 Switch port.
Red Dead 1 Switch port, guaranteed, or your money back. Imagine if they ported, the Manhunt games, and it has the Wii motion controls again, but you have the HD rumble to really feel the bones crunching.
I think you just got put on a list.
There's a lot of people that think Breath of the Wild 2 will actually get shown in some capacity. I'm a little bit suspicious about the idea of them showing off any of their, the big titles that we've been looking for a while now. Because I feel like if they were to, they would have announced that a majority of the Direct would be, for that. The 2018 Nintendo Direct was literally half of it for Smash Ultimate's reveal. And I don't know for sure, but I thought I remembered them actually saying that that was going to be the case beforehand. I guess my point being, if Breath of the Wild 2 was going to be at this thing, I'd like to believe they would give it quite a bit of coverage. Especially if the rumors suggesting that it's supposed to come out this year are even remotely true. But we've seen nothing. If that coverage is literally just going to be a trailer and then later they'll do a proper direct dedicated to it, maybe. But I don't know about that one, Chief. I saw a ratings post for a port to the Switch for a game called Cruisin' Blast. I think I actually recorded a video about that.
Yeah.
Did I actually upload that?
No.
Okay, I need to do that. Or maybe I'll just do this one because it sort of invalidates the point of that video. Anyway.
Yeah.
Cruisin' Blast Switch port. Neat racing game. Kind of run-of-the-mill except for the part where you can, drive dinosaurs. Yeah, you remember when you had oatmeal and you had a little sugar dinosaur eggs and they would melt and the dinosaurs come out and then you eat the fetuses? Did I just ruin that for you?
Nice.
So, there's a lot of rumors to suggest that Intelligent Systems has already been working on another Fire Emblem title and has been doing so since even around the release of Three Houses. Even to suggest that the game is more or less finished and will be released soon. What it is going to be specifically is a lot of people's drinking game guesses. The idea that a lot of people gravitate towards is that it will be a remake, namely of Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War. I kind of want it to be Genealogy of the Holy War because the Fire Emblem fan, like, elitist community really likes those games. Based incest and cucking your wife and literally burning a man alive.
Pissing on the moon, kind of based.
Yeah. And the games are supposedly very good. And
supposedly,
I look forward to being able to experience the game and being able to see the game renditioned in the HD quality, possibly, that we've come to know. And also seeing the elitist community get very upset because they've ruined it. It's like the best of both worlds. I can experience what the elitists say is very good, and the elitist community can still be angry about her. Like, to me, I see this as an absolute win. One of the discussions I had heard was that there won't be Pokemon at this. Pokemon has sort of evolved into having its own directs while they have been in Nintendo Directs before. I think they've found themselves to be more privileged or something. So they get their own presentations.
Pokemon is literally the highest grossing multimedia franchise in the world.
And they made a tree that looks like a Nintendo 64 game. There's rumors that there will be a Donkey Kong game, that there is a new one in development, even suggesting, very similar to the Fire Emblem thing, that it's actually very close to completion. The suggestion is that it's being done by Nintendo's main guys, the guys who did Super Mario Odyssey, so that this could be a pretty large-scale Donkey Kong game. Samus in Fortnite, I'm not commenting on that, but supposedly there's a new Metroid game that could get revealed at E3. As for what specifically, not sure, but I've heard a million different things, so I'm going to present these to you and you can draw your own personal conclusion.
Eggs.
A is Metroid Prime 4. If you're here, you are wrong. And I would like to be wrong personally about this statement, but I'm going to say that until I'm proven wrong. If you are basket A, you are wrong. Anyway, basket B is Metroid Prime Trilogy, a port to the Switch. Okay, and
the cool kid basket.
Basket C is a new 2D Metroid game. Drew wants it to be, this is not based on like a rumor or anything, Drew just suggested that it could be a 2D Metroid collection, which would be cool. I'd prefer that personally over the Metroid Prime Trilogy just because I went out of my way to actually finish the Metroid Prime games before 4 came out, and I finished with plenty of time to spare. I suppose I could go play Hunters, but I don't hate myself yet. And lastly, new Mario Kart game, Mario Kart 9, whatever. So anyway, in our last category, let's talk about some of the Smash character stuff. So we got 2 categories here: disc confirmations and characters that have actually been rumored. And one of them sort of got crossover. I have read things that suggested that whatever the next character will not be a Sonic character or a Pokemon one. Why? Anyway, Hades won't be a thing, no surprise. Ryu Hayabusa, not a thing. Depressing. Sora's not a thing. Who would have guessed? This one's interesting because I've heard arguments on both sides. Arguments saying that Crash won't be a thing, and arguments saying Crash will be a thing. But alongside the arguments that Crash will be a thing, we have, maybe I'm just out of the loop, but the only, leak since the last characters have come out, taking any attempt at trying to suggest what the next characters will be, suggested that Dante and Arthur Morgan were a thing. And maybe I'm out of the loop. But as far as I have found, since that was a thing, I have not heard anyone actually disconfirming that that is true or fake or whatever. Until proven otherwise, currently, Dante and Arthur Morgan are the frontrunners. And if we come into E3 and Dante's the character they reveal, assuming they only reveal one, I'm going to be very concerned for the rest of the year.
I hope they reveal Arthur Morgan.
That concludes the roundup of what I'm looking to see at E3. I don't like to wildly speculate.
Yes, you do.
I don't want to speculate wildly, throwing out random ideas without any kind of basis because I'm boring. If you were hoping that I would do that, why don't you leave it in the comments below and I'll make a separate video just of me. Well, I would like to see the mysterious Murasame Castle remade by Team Ninja. Let me see it. This is Noah. That's Drew, sleep deprived and sick. See ya.
I'm being held here against my will.